Welcome to another stream. This time we are going to be streaming Simic Proliferate. So this is a user submitted deck. This is Staci's deck. So thank you, Staci, for submitting this. I'm going to be throwing a few games of standard at it. What we've got right here is a combination of the classic Simic ramp that relied on mass manipulation to win games, and some of the newer, not brand new, not M20 new, but newer cards that could make some very powerful proliferating plays. So we've got Nissa, we've got Merfolk Skydiver, which has been great in limited, and I am wondering how it'll work out in standard. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, which is a great way to make sure you've got the creatures flowing. It can be really important if a bunch of your creatures are just mana dorks. Like, yeah, you might find creatures, but they might not do you a whole lot later on in game. So something like Vivian, which helps you find more creatures, can be really useful. Wilderness Reclamation, which will help us pump our mana into the Merfolk Skydiver. And, of course, our Karn's Bastion to add even more proliferation on. Basic land package. The lands, by the way, if they're animated by Nissa, they will definitely benefit from the Proliferate, so that's a nice synergy there. In our sideboard, we got a little bit of something for everything. Brontodon for maybe other Nexus decks, other decks that rely heavily on powerful artifacts or enchantments like Immortal Sun would be really nasty for us, so we want to have that. Simic Ascendancy is pretty good against grindy decks that are just taking forever to do something and maybe don't have a whole lot of enchantment removal. Return to Nature, basically more Brontodons, but this gives us a little more flexibility to deal with cards that have graveyard synergies. Negate and Disdainful Stroke, control matchups. Callous Dismissal if we need tempo, if we're getting run over somehow. And plus, I like how it's got the Amass 1, because all of our strategy is Proliferate. And Amass gets its power from +1/+1 counters, so you can proliferate that. So that is our deck. Let's give it a shot in some standard. Our opponent is taking his sweet time. No lands, okay. That's fine, happens. Alright, I don't like having two Nissas, but it's definitely a playable hand. Yeah, I'll tuck one of them away. We might get the combo with the Pollen Bright Druid following the Incubation Druid. I want to click on this cat so bad. Alright, we're either up against Mono Blue or Spirits. Which is a little unfortunate. We're not too strong against flyers. But if we're able to go Incubation into Pollendrate, that'll help us out a lot. Traces. I'm wondering if they're holding up a counter. Yeah, I'm not gonna play around it. Okay. Not a big deal there. Very odd play though. Like, you'd think they'd hold that up for like a turn 4 play or something, or when I've got mana for something big and nasty, but yeah. So next turn, hopefully we draw land, and then we can evolution sage, land, proliferate. Luckily, it looks like they don't have a whole lot of ammo right now. Okay, that's not a land. I really want to play this evolution sage, but I need to look for a land here. I'm going to do it on my turn because I don't want to untap and give them mana for a counter spell. Okay, so next turn, Reclamation maybe? Or if we draw land, we might go for Nissa. It'll be rough to try to play Nissa into 2 flyers that I have no way of blocking though. Okay. Well, I think I would mind the least if Wilderness Reclamation got countered. So I'll go ahead and play that this turn. Because with all their drawing, I feel like they probably got a counter. Yep. What'll I do next turn? I do really want to play a Krasis to stop that Sailor from drawing them more cards. Ugh. Ah, the Krasis isn't gonna help. What if I get a land? Okay. I can play Vivian and give the creature reach. I can play Evolution Sage. Doesn't really do anything for me here. Man, this is rough. I needed another land. I think I might just Krasis. I don't like it, but I'm gonna chump block their Sailor. And then hope to find something better next turn. Ugh. Well, I was only ever planning on jump blocking, so as long as he doesn't have trample. Don't think this is going to help. No, I'm just not going to show him anymore. Go on to game 2. Man, I do not have a whole lot for flyers here. Callous Dismissal is pretty good against a tempo deck. I don't think I want to play counter wars with them. I do like destroying the Curious Obsessions. Don't know how much I like it though. Like, do I want to bring in all 4 of these? What am I going to take out? Vivian seems alright because she gives us reach. Wilderness Reclamation seems fine. think I'll take out Anissa because it'll be really hard to protect her. Wilderness Declaration, I think the problem with that here is that it's 4 mana. So I'll bring in Return to Nature, no, and the Brontodon. I think that's how I want to play this. Need to keep our curve low, because if they've got counter spells, then we just want to be able to play multiple cards a turn. I do really like these cards, but that's too land heavy. Alright, this is playable. Hopefully we can get down a creature and then Vivian and plus her on defense or minus her on the offensive. We'll see. Don't think we want the Bastion here. Alright, Incubation Druids, good. Good stuff. Hopefully we find a land would be nice. But I guess we don't necessarily need one. Because we can go Pollen Bright Druid. Alright, well, I am... Alright, so what are... I mean, they've clearly got the counter spell, but I can't just sit on this. Because we didn't draw land. I'll probably just... yeah, I'll let that counter that. That's what I care the least about. Alright, that's a land. So now we can double spell. So I think what I'll do is I'll play... well, shoot. I want both of these a lot. I'll play the Druid first, because I'd rather have a flyer. If this resolves, then I can put the +1/+1 counter on the Druid. And then we can play Brontodon. I don't care too much if this gets countered. Yep. That's why I didn't play Vivian, because I think they're a little counter flooded right now. Like, they don't have any lands, but ugh, that's not what I wanted to see. Hopefully they don't find a land, which means that they probably won't have mana up for a counter spell, and then ugh. Alright, well they played another one, so what we can do here is play the Skydiver, and then can we Proliferate? Do we have the mana for that? No, we're one short. So we can play this. Give... huh. I'm gonna play this.
I've lost so much already. I won't lose more.
And then I'll give this Vigilance and Reach.
The mysteries of life are endless.
And then we can attack with both. I'll probably just block this 2/2 with the Incubation Druid. If they try to like bounce this to my hand, then I'll tap it. Oh wait, no, this requires 2 different colors of mana. Alright. Really? You're sending both there? That doesn't seem like the right choice. This one should come to me. Yeah.
All things begin and end in nature.
I would have like to draw those lands. But this is pretty good. It allows me to proliferate with flash. And that'll grow this, so I can block with it. That'll grow Vivian. And I can also probably... So I don't want to let them be efficient with their mana, so we'll cast both of these on their turn.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
I think if he goes for the bounce, then we'll have to start casting stuff. Oh, wait, shoot! Can't! Ugh, forgot. I don't know how I forgot. Yeah.
That's more like it.
Oh, Teferi. Why do you have to suck the fun out of everything? At least Vivian doesn't die. And we can kill Teferi.
You'll have to do better than that.
I should have cast it in response. First things first. Gonna kill Teferi. Alright, I'm done with this game. We'll go on to the next one, where we can actually play. They just had way too many cards. Our mana was too clunky. I had a chance, like I would have been able, if I'd been able to develop my board with the extra 3 mana from the incubation druid, then I had a chance, but once I forgot that I had to do it all in response to him, kind of everything went away. Oh, this is good. Good hand. What is our opponent playing? 2 Krasis, not what we're really looking for. Probably some kind of heroic? Is this Naya Feather? Well, I don't have any way to cast stuff on my opponent's turn. So I'm a little tempted to just go Skydiver. And then maybe next turn I can Reclamation. Oh wait, no, I can Reclamation this turn. Because I can put the counter on the Druid. So I've got 3, 4, 5 mana. So I have to do it like this, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have enough lands to be popping the Proliferate ability. Yeah, I can get in. Yep, it's Feather. Figured. I can make a really big Krasis, can I? That's one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increases for 6. Sounds pretty good. That'll... wait. No, wait. Yeah, I can proliferate, so yeah. I was really hoping to find another land there. And then I can do a growth spiral. This Vivian will really help out because it'll allow me to take better advantage of the wilderness reclamation. Ooh, yes. I like this. So we can... Vivian. Skydiver. Untap all lands. Proliferate.
Wild animals I like. People, not so much.
Well, shoot. How much do I want to do this? No, because I'm untapping all my lands, so I want to use all my mana right now. So what I want to do with... Is it worth it to do this? I think so it is. Yeah, we'll net 1 mana.
You fight like a city brat.
We are going to go ahead and attack. I do need to put some kind of pressure on them. No, don't! Dang it. I needed to put on full control. What's the button for that? Control. Okay. What's going on here? Alright. This is 4 damage. Yeah, dang it! If I had full control, I would have... That's really annoying. I would have had an extra 5 mana, I would have gotten an extra Proliferate off, and then I could have just... Oh, man. Although if he attacks with the feather, I will play my other Skydiver. Something tells me that he's probably got like God's Willing. Oh wait, no, he can attack with this. Which means he can play the Collision Claw. Wait, no, that's CMC 4, not CMC 2. So yeah, he can't play it. Alright, I'll let him do that. What's he targeting? Okay. So do I want to trade the Paradise Druid? Probably. I think mana is really important for him.
Every defeat is a new beginning.
Yeah. He's gonna have to discard. And if he tries to use Reckless Rage again, it'll kill his feather. Oh wait, no, he doesn't have to target feather. Dang it. This is going very poorly for me.
I didn't live through hell to lose to you. Let me show you what was lost.
No attacks. Go to the end step. Tap. Tap. Resolve that one. Tap. 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 Resolve that one. I do want to leave up mana just in case. I think. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Like, what am I gonna do with the mana? Nope. Nope! That cost me a bunch of mana. Should have been a crisis bigger than that. But I accidentally clicked Adapt 3. Did not want to do that. What has he got? 3 Reckless Rages he's gonna use? Or 2 Colossuses? 2 Collision Colossus? Man, that seems like an odd play. Like, he's got all this mana, or he doesn't have a whole lot of mana, but he's got a million cards. You can't really attack. Alright. Play Island. I think I want to do Nissa here, because we can proliferate with the Pollen Bright, and that also allows me to do more with my... Why are you tapping like that? Tap like this. I don't need more things to cast, so I can plus Nissa here on Crisis.
Wait, you think nature is kind?
Attack with these 2. See what he does. Wow. He must feel confident that I'll be dead next turn, so... Make sure full control's on. Might as well cast this. What? Full control was on! What? Ah. What happened? Do I have a way to proliferate at instant speed? No. What is this? What is his plan here? Like, what does he need to do? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, you killed my Krasis, but anything hits you and you're dead. Ugh, so this is tricky. I think I can buy myself a lot of time by bouncing and killing a okay, I like that too. Wilderness Reclamation did seem useful. Because it's a little harder for them to interact with it. I'll probably go down Growth Spiral. And what else? Nissa honestly seems a little slow, as useful as she is. But I don't know, like I've got... And if I can... Well, here's the thing, like even if I can make my stuff huge, he's still got so much damage that like I can proliferate my guys to a million +1/+1 counters, and he'll just spend 2 cards on it, which mean nothing to him because he'll get him right back. So I think I'm gonna... That's why I took out the Evolution Sage. He does seem a little light on like combat damage, which is weird because usually that... Oh man, what's with these no-landers? That seems like a thing that the feather deck shouldn't have a problem with. Sure, I'll keep this. I can get a really early Nissa if I draw land, so we'll do that. Oh wait, no, it's tapped. I was like, oh well, maybe I'll draw a forest and then feel vindicated. Nope, that's fine. Just starting off a little slow. Oh, I needed you last turn, Island. So next turn I'll go for the... No, Wilderness Reclamation doesn't help me. I got nothing to do at instant speed. I guess if he kills his elves, which he probably will, then I'll just go ahead and
I am here
Reclamation.
to aid in the assault. Share in my light.
Is he gonna go? He did go ahead and use it. Seems a little aggressive, but I mean he is the aggressor here. Yeah, we'll just... Well, shoot. A creature... No, it has to be a creature card. I can also exile Gideon. So yeah, this'll... I'll get that down and then I'll untap and then I can exile Gideon. Sure.
I believe in you, friend.
I don't like giving him a creature to attack me with, but this does allow me to save the 4 damage this turn and prevent the... Oh, never mind. I don't use any removal last game, but he decides that Veil of Summer is a good card to bring in this game. It's a very, very odd.
Cannot protect itself.
And have to chump block with it.
Nature's true power.
Oh wait, how much? Oh, never mind. Yeah, if he uses his minus, the Gideon dies, so I'll still be alive. But I'm basically just chump blocking the Gideon here. All right, he's got me. Very weird. I did not expect to see. I guess he's assuming I'm playing like mass manipulation. It makes a lot more sense if that's the case. But I didn't show any interaction the first game, so I'm surprised he brought in protection from interaction. I know I could have played the Vivian, but I want to get this proliferation going so my guys just don't die horribly to whatever he feels like drawing. So let's proliferate. Get in there. Now he needs to have a reckless rage. Which he might have, but at least that prevents the... Oh. Well, he had it. I wonder if he's going to attack. He might, because that allows him to cast it again. Alright, so this allows me to play Rolesk. Oof. That's a strong card in his deck. So what do I have? I could play Krasis, but I'm not interested.
Would you like to see what's left of Skull?
I'm gonna plus for the Vigilance.
There is wonder in a blade of grass.
And if he double blocks, I'll kill the Legionnaire. Wow, we're putting a good bit of pressure on him. I'll probably chump with the Llanowar if he goes after the Vivian. No? Alright, who's he targeting? He's targeting Rolesk, then he's probably... okay. Okay. I'm definitely gonna block with the Llanowar. It'll force him to use whatever he's got here. And I won't take the damage, and then I'll be able to... Okay, yeah, I figured he had a God's Willing in this deck somewhere. land's good. Alright. Took down Feather. Playing decks like this does make me a little nervous because there's just not much on the way of interaction. Ooh, 2 mythics. Nice. But, you know, it's just, with stuff like this, it mainly happens in Simic. Your game plan is generally just so strong that you're able to overwhelm them with some kind of value or creature strength or whatever. So you're hoping that you're able to win without interaction. I mean, there's some nice synergy with the adapt and untapping on my stuff, but there is no long-term plans here, so I'm mulligan that. I can't keep a one-lander. Tuck this, and I don't have anything to do at instant speed right now, so I'll tuck that away too. White-black vampires. This could be rough. This is not a fast hand. This is a very slow hand. I just have to hope he doesn't curve out perfectly. Well, he missed the land drop, so at least I got that. I'm gonna play this in case I draw a Land of War. I didn't. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this Krasis next turn if I don't draw anything else. I'd at very least trade with the... Ugh. Well, I might want to cast a Llanowar now. Although, if I let him get another... Ugh, man, this is rough. Because if I let him get another counter on this, then it'll be bigger than the lands that Nissa animates. Whatever. I guess I could have played Krasis for 1, but I don't know if I win a game. Like, Krasis is where I'm gonna... Yeah, I have to... Gotta take it. I need to be able to cast Nissa next turn for sure. So what is this? Or this guy? What will this do? Let's think about this. So if I play him, I can block here. I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be alive at 1. And then Llanowar will get a couple +1/+1 counters. If I play this and then Krasis for 1, then I'll be able to block like this with the Krasis, this with that, and I'll take 3, 6, and I'll be at 2. If I played Nissa, I can block here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna play Nissa. I will animate the island, because it is chump blocking.
The land shall conquer you.
Attack. Hopefully he gets distracted by the Nissa, but I doubt it. Alright, I guess I'm just dead. Yeah, that was a bad hand for vampires. It was very slow. Alright. So I need some tempo, so I want Callous Dismissal. Dashing Bronodon's a good blocker. Probably take out all my Reclamations because they're slow. And go with that. I don't know. I think I like. So far, I found a few things I like about this deck, like the fact that there are 8 creatures that I can play on turn 3 to put a counter on my Incubation Druid and essentially just gain 2 mana until the Incubation Druid dies. Plus, a 1/3 is a much better blocker than an 0/2. This would be a very greedy keep, which is why I kept it. If we draw 1 land, we're okay for a little while. If we draw 2 lands, we're okay for much longer. Because 2 lands, I can have these 2 out and then cast a Krasis for 2, which at least draws me a card. Alright, that's a land. I'll go ahead and cast the Druid. If he wants to attack my Llanowar, I will block. Oh darn, there's the Lord. Alright, another land. That's good. Good stuff. Now if he's got removal, he's got a tricky choice here. He can kill Rolask and get in, but that allows me to grow the Incubation Druid more. And the Incubation Druid's tapping for a lot of mana. Alright, well, it lets me get a very large Krasis out. I think I just want to play the Krasis now for 1, 2, 5, yeah. Because he's probably got another piece of removal. Oh, I really wanted to draw land there. So if he uses removal, he'll hit the Krasis. I'll still have the mana, which is what I really need right now. Yep. Alright, so I am going to... this turn... what I'll do, I definitely want to cast Callous Dismissal this turn. Probably on the token. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll cast this. No. Yes, this. Get a... how much mana do I need? I just want to cast a Pollen Bright Druid for the Proliferate effect. So I'll just untap this.
The land fights for us.
And we'll proliferate everything. That felt good. I like that turn. What does he got? We have made him use 2 removal spells. He's constrained on black. He's probably playing very few lands. Man, more lands. I will cast this. I don't want to give him more lands, so I'm just gonna blow this up right now. Play this good. Well, first off, where do I want to put this counter? Probably on a land. I'll put it on Karn's Bastion, because I don't need 2 Karn's Bastions. And a 4... which attacks better, a 5/5 or a 4/4? A 5/5 will kill 2 guaranteed, so I'll put it on there. And then, do I have enough mana to proliferate? I do. So we can go ahead and attack with both of these. Yeah. So next turn, the game's over. Game's over. He needed some kind of board wipe, which I don't think those kind of decks are running. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like how that went. Let's do that again. All right. This is a little heavy on lands, but we don't have a whole lot of lands in this deck. We've got a growth spiral. We're on the draw. I'll keep it. More elves. Probably play an elf. And then growth spiral. Seems good to me. If he attacks with that lieutenant, I am totally blocking. Yeah. No, this is fine. Alright, getting a little flooded. That's fine. Probably Pollen Bright Druid counter on herself. So next turn, how much mana will I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll be able to play this and proliferate in the same turn. Yeah, it's worth it. It basically just allows me to, yeah, Texas all of them. Block there. Allows me to, even if he has removal, get something out of this. Ooh. Ooh. Let's play this. Put a counter on it. I might be in trouble. Ugh. Yep, he's gotten a lot of card draw.
I bestow a mighty curse.
So what can I do here? Block here, I guess. I could proliferate, but that doesn't really get me anything. I think I'll cast Growth Spiral, see if I can find something else. Okay. Karn's Bastion isn't bad. He doesn't have the mana to recast that Champion of Dust. Or not Karn's Bastion. Callous Dismissal isn't bad. So we'll pop that back in his hand. And I have enough to proliferate, so I can finish off the Sorin.
This wasn't my fight anyway.
Ugh. Another sign.
If you threaten Innistrad, I will take it personally. House Markov
Ooh,
grows stronger.
that's death. Come on. Come on, mouse. There you go. Yeah, vampires is a tough matchup for this deck. Oh, what we got? What do we got? Lotus Field. One day I'll build a deck around that. Alright. One more match I think sounds good with this deck. Does have that aggro issue. Although we got a little flooded there. I guess I can't blame the deck too much. Just got unlucky. I can't keep that. I can keep this though. Wonder Melgan's really nice. Really nice. Nope. Don't want to play it. Not yet. Huh. This is a, like an aggro elementals list. Oh boy. Oh boy. I will be a very sad panda if I don't start finding lands. Yep. We'll just pass.
Be afraid, wizard. It's elemental.
Ooh.
What's your name?
No, tap land's too slow. I'll be dead in a turn. Alright, so elementals. What do we have against elementals? I do like this guy against creature decks. Again, this is too slow. Probably bring in the Callous Dismissal again. Those are coming in a lot. And now, as opposed to the last match and the feather match, I like the Evolution Sage a bit more here because it seemed like his removal was red based, which means it's not gonna do too well if my creatures get big enough. Probably turn 1 elf, turn 2 Brontodon if I'm fortunate. But he might have shock. Nope. And the next turn, a couple Pollen Bright Druids. Or no, I'll play this just to make sure I have the mana for Nissa next turn. And I will go ahead and attack. Oof. That's not a card I wanted to see. But it didn't ramp him, and it looks like mana is his main constraint right now. So we will... Nissa?
Witness the ties that bind
Untap
fold.
a forest.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Then Pollen Bright Druid. And Proliferate. And then we can get in with the Druid. I do need to keep applying pressure. Oh yes, please double block! But I wanted to leave the Bronodon back just to protect the Nissa. I don't want him getting some huge attack like with the...
Go get 'em, buddies.
Ooh, 2 triggers. Oh, that's This Palm Bright Druid isn't doing me any good, so I'll just throw it away. Crisis. Now, do I want to tap everything and cast the Crisis? I probably do, but let's just make sure. So, if I tap everything, I still have these 2. The Crisis can block. If these both go at Chandra, he'll have to chump block. He'll still be able to plus and... yeah. Although, I think I will... What I'm going to go ahead and do here is do everything at Chandra just to make... Because if they chump block 1, she'll die. They chump block 2. If he blocks one of these, she still dies. If he chump blocks 2, that's fine, then I don't care about the elementals. And I don't care about Nissa's loyalty, so I'll attack with the Pollen Bright Druid. Yeah, he really wants to protect his life total.
Walk it off, Chandra.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is for 6. And this is why I've been making sure to attack him, because now he's at 14. I've got 6 in the air, that's almost guaranteed. I've got a bunch of 3/3s he doesn't have good blocks on. A 3/4. Nissa, I could ultimate her next turn, which I probably will because I have Krasis in hand. Yep. Unless I have an attack that's almost certainly lethal. I don't think that's the right target, dude. Is he gonna scoop? Are we gonna see a scoop? Shame scoop? Yep, shame scoop! Yeah, that one had 4 counters on it because I proliferated it once. Is there anything I want to change here? Not really. I know, right? Why do you say it looks familiar? This is a community list from Staci. This is a little too greedy. This is a great hand. If I tuck a land, then the evolution stage gets worse. But he's also really easy to kill, but he's so powerful in this matchup. If I can go land, 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 turn 2 incubation druid, turn 3 pollen bright druid, on incubation druid, play evolution sage, then play the land. I'll go greedy. Oh, you can't hear me. Uh-oh. Is my mic broken? Is my mic? Oh no, wait, no, it's transmitting. I heard it. Yes. I cannot tell you how much I want to click this cat. Like, I got the cat so I could click it. Come on, let me click the thing. Fix your bugs, wizard. Watsy. It's an odd... He seemed perfectly content just leaving up 1 red. My incubation druid is so important right now that I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play the pollen bright druid here. Because I really think he has a shock. Yep. Alright. So now it doesn't matter. Now I'm just play this. If he's got another shock or a lightning strike, that's fine. I've got another incubation druid. And I don't think this is how he wants to start the game. I'll play Merfolk Skydiver. Alright, looks like he's out of removal, probably. Though I really need to draw some lands. Land, please. No! Ugh. Alright. How much mana do I have? Enough to play this and anywhere else. Please land! I really would have played this and then proliferate everything. Oh no, he's gonna blow up my sage. I am gonna play Nissa, even though I'm starved for lands. Tap this. I should have paid more attention. That's fine. And then I'll attack. Got a lot of mana, not so many lands.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fire. Don't worry, I brought company.
Oof, he's kind of going off here. I'll block one.
Let us talk of peace.
Yes, land. Unfortunately, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now. Let's play Burlesque. Put the counters on here. Play the land. Untap the breeding pool.
Behold, nature's true power.
Now how I can proliferate once. which means these 3/3s will trade for Omnath. So I'll do this. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So go here, 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 here. And then that'll trade. Nice.
I'm burnt out.
And he needs to kill 2 flyers in order to stay alive. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of lands. He's got a Risen Reef out. He can do stuff.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you
I
make it stand. I've always wanted to make
don't
a
think
really
that's
big
going to do what he
fireball.
needed it to do. Was he just trying to avoid killing Rolesk? I think he needed to do one more. Oh, you can't. Okay. Never mind. Well, let's just attack him.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Yep. Hooray! We did it. We did it. So we stayed even with the deck, as far as rank goes, I think. Or did we go up one? I can't remember. But we did get the double mythics. That was nice. Just for the reward. Elvish Reclaimer. Rare wild card. So let's take another look at the deck. So I admit I like the deck more than I thought I'd like it. It's got some cool things going on. Proliferating everything feels awesome. If the flyers get big, like they're usually able to get through. Like that elemental deck couldn't do anything against the flyers. Rolesk is. I didn't know how to feel about him. I don't think I like him that much. Like there was never a time where I'm like, man, I really want the counters on this creature, because like Pollen Bright Druid's the only one that I could put the counters on and feel like, all right, this feels good, and that's because, or the Incubation Druid too. Totally forgot about that. It's because if you put him on the Skydiver, that makes the Skydiver a really tempting target for removal. That's like putting all your eggs in one basket. And if they like kill the Rolesk and then you double proliferate all those counters you just put on the Skydiver, and they blow up the Skydiver, then you're in trouble. Or maybe they just ignore the Rolesk. Rolesk. Yes, that's it. Rolesk. Vivian. So the Vivian and the Wilderness Reclamation had their own thing going on. So when you have a Reclamation and a Vivian out, it feels fantastic, especially when you have a Krasis in hand. And if you don't have one in hand, Vivian has a good chance of finding one. But individually, like if you just have a Wilderness Reclamation or you just have a Vivian, I don't know. It didn't feel weak. It didn't feel bad, but I wasn't like really happy with it. Like I felt like my opponent was doing more powerful things with their deck. So I'd probably take out the Vivians and the Wilderness Reclamations. I do understand that the Wilderness Reclamation also allows you to pump mana into the Skydiver and the Bastion, and also untaps the Bastion itself, so you can tap it again. But I felt like that's not what I wanted to do with my mana. Like that, I either didn't have time to do it because the opponent was putting too much pressure on me, or there were better things for me to be doing with my mana. Nissa, as always, is a very strong card. She goes really well with the Proliferate strategy. I really liked her. I never got her and Evolution Sage out at the same time, but I was really close to once, and I felt like if I just played one land with him out, it would have been bonkers. So I do like Nissa. I like Evolution Sage. Uh, what else? I like the Pollen Bright Druid. Merfolk Skydiver is. I really like Merfolk Skydiver too. The way this mana worked out, it was a little less likely to have green blue on turn 2 than I expected. So that's a little bit of a weakness there, but it only hit me like once or twice in all the games I played. Growth Spiral is okay. This deck is running 23 lands. It's not many lands. I don't think that's enough for a Growth Spiral. I would rather. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed the video, the VOD. Thanks for watching. Um, I for the Growth Spiral, I'd probably add an Evolution Sage and another Nissa. Because, I mean, I know, 4 Nissas. It's a Planeswalker, she's 5 mana, she's legendary, but Nissa's so good! Nissa's so good! And when you're getting all these creatures, these lands with +1/+1 counters on them, and you got stuff like Evolution Sage, like Pollen Bright Druid, like Merfolk Skydiver that will proliferate all of them, it's crazy good. So I really think 4 Nissas is the right way to go here. I would want to get more lands in this deck. I'm not sure about the Temple of Mystery yet. I don't have much experience with temples. Having turn 1 and turn 2 plays is pretty important for this deck, so I probably wouldn't go more than maybe 2 Temple of Mysteries. 1 itself is probably fine, so for that, I think for another land I'd probably put in an island. Probably an island.